And welcome to the Grand Canyon University Arena, a spectacular venue for this edition of Coach's Corner. I'm Jeff Lowery, and joining me now is the head coach of the men's program, the basketball program over at South Mountain Community College, and the associate athletic director here at Grand Canyon University, Dan Nichols. Welcome to Coach's Corner.
Thanks for having me on.
Well, certainly the 2012 season was a lot of fun, very exciting for the Cougars at South Mountain, and boy, just talk about the success that you guys had over the last two seasons.
Well, we had a shot to win it all this year. I thought we went on a roll about midway through and really got it going, hit our stride, played really good in the region playoffs. Thought the 3-week layoff got us a little stale. I'd probably manage that a little bit different going into the national tournament. So I thought we had a chance to win it there. I thought we were actually probably the second best team, maybe pull an upset and get the whole thing. Just didn't happen.
You talk about the excitement you guys have brought to the junior college arena here the last two seasons. I mean, in 2011, you win the conference, which is a tough thing to do for a Division II club.
It never had been done prior to that.
Right. And then last year, you win the region, and you have one of the most electrifying players I think I've seen in the 7 or 8 years I've been covering junior college basketball, and Mike Craig.
Well, it's been thought that Mike Craig might be the best player to ever play in the league by some people. I think he has a true NBA shot. I mean, the guy's kind of got an old school game, has eyes in the back of his head, and it was easy to coach him, but I also thought he could make every single play. I think, if Mike gets more directed practices like a pro, presents himself, and these next 2 years could be key, and he has an outside shot at a big contract.
Dan Nichols joins me on Coach's Corner here on MCTV Sports, and talk about your program, and you've got all these young people out there. They want to advance to a college program. Not everybody can play Division I or Division II, but why would they want to go to South Mountain?
Well, for that opportunity. We preach opportunity. I got a great coaching staff. I use a lot of volunteers because, as you know, I'm there part-time. And we assign guys different duties. We have Coach Gil Lopez, who was the head coach down in Mexico City, handles our big men. Corey Wallace. I have my old coach, Coach Cannon, that I played for, a couple former players working video. So we really spread out the responsibilities. That's how we can compete with the bigger programs.
What about the relationship between Grand Canyon University, where you're the associate athletic director here, and the Maricopa colleges?
Well, the executive team, Dan Backus, Stan Meyer, Brian Mueller, have really allowed me to coach. I think they look at it as outreach. They know I'm needed down there, so they allow me the opportunity to go back and coach, and that's just fantastic. I think the two things go together. I'm an athletic director here, dealing with that all day. I'm out there coaching, so these things really go together. I can spread the word about Canyon and do great things at South Mountain. As you know, we work with a community college with transfer students, so this is a great opportunity. It's a good time for me to get with students and talk about Grand Canyon also.
Fantastic. Talk about coaching style for a moment, and obviously when you're at the junior college level, I think that's got to be the toughest level to coach because of the turnover each year. Do you have to be more versatile in your coaching style, coaching at the junior college level?
Well, I preach physicality. If you play against my teams, I think if I was in the locker room and never showed up, you pretty much know who you were playing against. So we're going to be rough and tumble and really play the game hard. However, my system allows for variance. If it's best to push the ball up the floor and get 110 points, with the players that I have, that's what I'm going to do. But I've also had teams, that pounded the ball inside and did a lot of post-up things. I'm comfortable in a lot of styles. I'm pretty well versed, knowledgeable about the game. I mean, I spent 3 years working for quantitative scouting, just looking at systems and plugging them in computers. That was an NBA scouting service. So, I'm constantly learning the game. I think Wooden said it's what you learn after you know it all, right? That makes you a coach. So, yeah, I really try to keep learning and keep moving on in that direction.
Well, Dan, you've been at South Mountain 10 seasons now. You're also the color analyst for the men's basketball games that air on Cox, I believe, here at GCU. That's
been a blast, and I didn't know I was going to be good at it. I just got behind the mic and really got going, and our SID said, man, you're doing a great job, let's get you on TV. and it's just been a lot of fun. I'd like to do more of it, maybe at some point, and do more games, and we'll see where it goes. But it's certainly fun to sit there and comment on the game without annoying anybody. So, you know.
Well, I've watched a couple of the takes on YouTube, and it seems like you do a wonderful job. You're a natural at it.
Well, thanks a lot. You know, I don't think I could do the play-by-play, but I really love doing the color part. So that's just a lot of fun to do. And it's like I said, I'm here with the basketball team. I feel more a part of the program doing that. So it's just really been a great time.
Well, Dan, thanks for being with us on Coach's Corner, and thank you for joining us from Grand Canyon University.